So it creates a big safety issue, and then I also have to let you know, because of the sustainability, in order to reflect the sunlight, we put white panels in, so you will get blinded from this direction if you do not cover your eyes. So just be warned. It is very bright up here. And as I mentioned, there is our very tiny gate for the very big solar panels. So we do have events up here. You just have to work with our union programs and services team, and they can make sure they have a part-time student that remains up here, because once again it's just a safety concern for everyone, and then also a security reason for us.
What kind of events have you had up here?
The most common ones are usually receptions. So what they will do is they'll put up tents along this walkway so you can actually see and look at each other. So we'll have like receptions. I've seen a couple of goodbye parties. I've seen...
One SDSU does some stuff up here sometimes.
I think that they do. A lot of different departments do things up here. But it's a very underused space, because the other thing is, I'm sure you smell the bacon. The exhaust pipes for Chipotle and the Habit are up here as well. So you might be in the very big middle of your very big celebration, wishing someone well with their life, and you know there's bacon, and suddenly there may be some chicken. You never know. So there is a couple things that maybe we could have tried to remove, but just the way it worked out.
I do have a question.
Yes.
Do SDSU students or alumni get discounts on any of the events that they hold here at the...
So any event that AS puts on will be free to students. So all of our Aztec nights, anything that A sub plans, those are completely free for students. In terms of guests, that sort of stuff, it kind of depends on what the event is, on whether or not we would let them have entrance. So every now and then we have like movie nights. If you're an alumni, we would just ask that you let the students come in first, and then if the alumni wanted to come in, they could join. Aztec nights, not so much, because Aztec nights you do need the red ID unless a student brought someone who was alumni with them and used it as their one guest. So it kind of depends on the situation on whether or not someone who's already graduated would be allowed into an event.
Angel, are you asking more for those events or renting out the meeting spaces?
Oh, renting out the spaces. So there's all sorts of different brackets depending on what you're doing and who you're representing. So student organizations can rent all of their meeting rooms here completely free for the entire year. If you're hosting an event, a student organization gets one event space and one use of Montezuma Hall in the theater and 2 additional uses of Temple Mayor or the theater per semester for free, with up to 6 hours, I believe, of AV and Tech. However, if you're a different department, there'll be different kind of fees broken down. If you're an off-campus department, it gets more expensive. So that, once again, would just be working with our union programs and services team to figure out where you're coming from, because that's going to determine how much you pay for the facility. So, but usually most student organizations can hold all of their events in the union for absolutely nothing. Yes?
Will the events have to be available for all SDSU students?
Only if you're using the funding that we talked about.
Okay.
So say I am representing the Underwater Basket Weaving Club, and we want to have a private reception to welcome the world-renowned Underwater Basket Weaving Club president. And we wanted it just to be us. I could use one of our comps, or what we would call it, in the theater, invite our club, and we could close it off just to our members. That's okay. However, if I used campus program funding money to bring that person here, then I would have to make it completely open to anyone that wanted to come. Did I answer that?
Yeah.
Yes. Any other questions? Alright, and then we're going to go through this single door down, and I believe that that is the end of AS. If you have any questions or have anyone that wants to volunteer, easiest way is as.sdsu.edu/volunteer. You'll see all the boards, the committees, everything you could ever imagine is right there. And then I have no idea where you all are going next.
We're going to go to Student Life and Leadership.
Ah, so floor 2.
Second floor.
Yep.